I have to say that we are very disappointed in where things ended up with the annexation reform this session, and it's for a couple of reasons. Our goals going into the annexation discussion now, which has lasted for quite some number of years, were twofold. First, we wanted to be sure that we were able to be fair to both what we call in-town residents, city residents, as well as near-town residents, those residents who live right outside the city limits. And that was our first goal. Our second goal was to be sure that we could maintain a future of balanced growth for our communities. And by that we mean, the right level of economic development, the right job growth, the right growth patterns within our communities. And I think the way things ended up as it relates to House Bill 845 is that we certainly did take care of the concerns of the to-be annexed residents, if you will, the near-town residents. But what we did by lifting the burden from them, we placed the burden squarely on the shoulders of the in-town residents. And we did that in a couple of different ways. General Assembly did that in a few different ways. First of all, the legislation that passed and is now law really required our cities and towns to run water and sewer all the way to the individual home. And that's a real important distinction. So what we are now doing is making improvements on private property if we are to annex to every single individual home or building. And that's extremely expensive, for one thing, for our cities and towns and for our taxpayers. But secondly, it also, I think, creates some real inequity between the near-town residents and the in-town residents who, frankly, didn't receive that benefit.